Do you ever look at a photo and feel like there's something that just isn't quite right? Your composition is nailed, your lighting is fine, and yet there's something that doesn't look right in the end product. Well, this is where actually your lens can play a big part. In today's videos, we'll be breaking down the best lenses for food photography, showing you real examples and helping you choose the perfect one for your style. So when you think about focal length, I want you to think about it as your personal space in the restaurant. If you get too close, it's really, really awkward. If you're too far away, you're going to be missing out on all those fine details. Biggest mistake that I see beginners make at the very, very beginning of these things is the simple fact that they don't understand how crop ratio works. And they go out and they buy their wonderful nifty 50 and they've got their beautiful crop sensor, and then they sit there and go, but that doesn't look like a 50mm prime lens photo. That looks like something different. Why does it look different? Well, if you've got a crop sensor camera, then it isn't giving you the actual focal length that it says on your lens box. I know it's sneaky, it's annoying, and yes, we're going to have to do some maths. So this is where it can get even more frustrating, is the simple fact that each crop sensor has a different math. So if you're looking at something like Sony or Nikon, then you're probably going to have a 1.5 crop ratio. If you're going to have something like a Canon, then you're going to be looking at a 1.6. And if you're looking at those micro thirds, then you're obviously going to be looking at a 2 crop factor. If you're blessed to have spent a fortune on a full frame camera, then obviously there is no change. So if you have a 50mm lens and you're looking at something like a Sony camera with a 1.5 crop ratio, then you're actually looking at a 75mm equivalent, which means it's going to be a tighter shot than you originally expected. You need to do the maths. Before you buy a lens, make sure you check your crop factor, because otherwise that perfect 50mm might actually be an 85, and suddenly your pancakes won't fit the frame. So remember, you always need to go down. So if you want that beautiful 24mm frame, which is absolutely stunning for certain shots, then you're actually going to be looking at get something like an 18mm for that crop ratio. So do your maths. And when it comes to buying that first prime lens, everyone will always talk to you about the classic nifty 50. It is the best for beginners and absolutely versatile. It's affordable to get started with. It's perfect for overhead and your 45-degree angle shots. Its natural looking compression is realistic for food photos, and it's best for things like your cupcakes, your cookies, your cakes, your food spreads, so pizza, slices, tacos, burgers, salads, plated up meals. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you're looking for that dreamy background and you're looking for a little bit more isolation, then an 85mm is absolutely stunning. It's perfect for subject isolation for single dishes, so things like coffee, pasta, soup, a layered cake or pastry when you've got a single subject. Absolutely perfect. It will ease with those, perfect for capturing those textures and those rich details. Now, obviously, I cannot talk about all of these without talking about my 100mm macro, which is my absolute favourite for your close-up and your textured shots. So these are absolutely perfect for highlighting sugar crystals and seeds and huge drops on fresh fruits and toppings. It's absolutely perfect for capturing the shine of melted chocolate or flaky croissants, showcasing that delicate textures of seafood and garnishes. So your shrimp, your sushi, your herbs, perfect. Now, if you want those flexibility for those dynamic shots, then you're going to be looking at something like a 24:70. Please remember that crop ratio, or your 70:200. This is perfect for on-location food photography, for when you're out and about, perfect for changing up compositions quickly, and can shoot both a wide table spread and those zoomed in detailed shots. So absolutely perfect if you are a cafe photographer or you're doing event and catering. It is my go-to for cocktail photography, pretty much the one I use the most. And if you're wanting to go for something slightly more energetic, your action shots for splash. So which lens should you choose for those who have skipped to this part? The best ones on a budget is going to be your 50mm, absolutely great for general food shots. For your close-ups, I'm going to hit that 100mm macro, perfect for textures. Dreamy backgrounds, my 85, and for flexibility, my 24:70. Now, please remember that if you want to know your crop ratio alternatives, check this out. So the best lens is really the one that works with your style, your budget, and your setup. But if you're serious about leveling up your food photography and you're interested in investing in the quality of the lens is more important. So that is when you're looking at the base rate of the aperture, to making sure that obviously the lower you can go, you don't always have to use the lower, but it will be better if it can go lower. You'll get a better quality further up as well. So obviously you will be looking at your 2.8, which will break the banks, or even a 1.8. But don't worry if you can only afford the f4s. F4s are absolutely fine, as you can see from this shot here. So what's your favourite lens for food photography? Drop them in the comments below, and obviously don't forget to like and subscribe for more photography tips. And until next time, happy clicking.